Hey, Vaughan, anyone's got to make a vote for this election, this council election, should read the Herald this morning. Have you had a chance to read it yet?
Oh, have I? What? Great comment, Max. Here we go. It's page A10 of the New Zealand Herald. A very good full page article written on the candidate that we've talked about the most, Wayne Brown. And look, I've got to say, anybody in Auckland who's going to vote has this is the best article I've seen, which articulates policy ideas and things that will make a difference. And it absolutely separates Wayne out from all other candidates because his policy ideas are absolutely what Auckland means. So before I throw it back at you, Max, what I mean by that is, to put it into context, Auckland City is infrastructurally constipated. It's bunged up, it's congested, it's just a bloody mess. And no one would argue with that. Wayne Brown is the only one whose policies actually deal with that. And there are two words that sum him up best. He is an infrastructure engineer. He is the only candidate qualified to deal with the big issues costing Auckland billions. So I'll leave it there for now. There's so much more we can talk about.
Oh, there's so much more. Look, what I like about it is a lot of the other candidates will go, hey, I really got some really good and I'm the nice person and I bring people together. And the others will go, yes, and I've got some leadership. I've led a committee of 5 to 6 people, and I'm really am quite clever. You've got to trust me. And then Wayne comes in and says, I've actually fixed multi-billion-dollar companies before, and I will get rid of this one, and I'll get that. They will be made accountable. This person won't survive unless he can prove this and this and this. And I want to find out who this is because we're going to fire them. And look, I just think that sort of ruthlessness is what we need. The nice guy's got to stop. And Max, look, Wayne is the only guy, and that article brings it out.
It does it, what? And there's a couple of things I need to get off my chest before we head off and do our day jobs. But, one of the key things here is that, like you said about Wayne's substance, when reading this article, there are things that will put a nice smile on many people's faces who are just absolutely frustrated and disgusted with the lack of engagement out of Auckland Council and the CCOs. There's one line where he says, day one, he's ringing CEO of the Auckland Council, Jim Stabbock, and he will have to shave 30% of all staff paid more than $300,000 per year. Booyah! He's my man. This is exactly the sort of... You won't hear any of the other candidates talk that way. They don't have the roast peas. They don't have it. So, I think that there's that. And so, look, and so while I'm at it, the final thing that I want to say here is I am convinced that the next mayor of Auckland will be Brown. Which Brown will remain to be seen. But the thing that really sticks in my craw is, I still say, it is on the head of the associates of the National Party and CNR for stuffing this up. And if we end up with a left-leaning mayor being Fizo Collins, National Party, thank you very much. CNR, thank you very much. You've come along and you've stuffed it up yet again. So, come on, pull your heads out of your bungholes and do the right thing to make sure we get the right mayor. Does that sound fair?
It doesn't make a lot of logic. Viv is dipping in the polls, and I believe there's a poll to come out which will show her even dipping even further. The other factor is she's look, it's obvious. Can't run her own campaign, her own finances. And look, the National Party are backing this, and doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Wayne is compromised with Viv being there because she will take a proportion of votes. Now, I believe the CNR leaders have just subscribed to our channel and are listening to this. So I would ask you again, rationally, please look after us on the right. Those people who want to fix council, want to do it properly, let Wayne do it. And let's get on with it. But please don't compromise it. As Vaughan quite rightly set off. It'll be on your heads.